Hey, I'm Mike from PumaPlow.com. How y'all doing tonight? So we're gonna do something a little bit different today. Let me get in my game first off. So I felt like I've been wanting to play this map for a while, and so I finally decided we're gonna do it today. So I hurriedly downloaded everything. So I haven't done a single thing to this map. I literally just spawned in. And yeah, so this is Hobbs Farm. If you've never seen it, it's a clone modification, whatever you want to call it, of Texas, which, you know, I love me some Texas. Now, ideally, what I'd like to do, and this map's made for what I like, which is big farming. Jay Welch, what's up, buddy? How you doing tonight? This map's made for big farming, for, you know, big combines, all that, but I don't really want to farm, which I know sounds weird on a game called, you know, Farming Simulator. What I want to do, I want to be a rancher, cattle rancher. That's what I want to do, okay? So, a lot of the games start you with a ton of equipment. This one doesn't. I literally have a tractor, a combine, a couple heads, you know, a tipper, a planer, you know, blah, blah, blah. The miscellaneous stuff that we need to start a map, right? So we don't have a lot of equipment. And I'd really like to not even harvest the fields that are planted, and there's quite a few that are, well, wrong one. If you come in here, there's actually quite a few that are planted. I mean, they all look like they're planted in various growth stages. I don't want to farm any of them. I really don't. So what I want to do is hopefully sell the equipment and get a little grass and buy some cows, and basically just use the milk every day to give us a little bit more money, a little bit more money, a little bit more money. Does that make sense to anyone else besides me? But really, there's only 2 tabables right now. So, how do I get out of the shed? Do I back up? Hit O. Nope. Get out here. How the hell do I get out of the shed? Haul. So, this may be a colossal failure. I've done it once on Farm Sim 13 on Hagenstaberrad. I did it once there, and it was a bit of a grind. You start with some small equipment, and you know, you just kind of go from there. But it's totally doable. I just need to know where the farm shop. So we gotta go over there, because we definitely want to take. We're not gonna have that much money, so we definitely want to take everything back. You know, to. But I mean, there's crops and crops I can harvest. I'm hoping. Actually, let's grab a head here. Which one's worth more? Hang on. Which head's worth more? Head by a few bucks. Okay. So, are there fattening animals? Honestly, Shadows, I have no idea. All I'm really looking to do right now right off the hop is get into moo cows, because I know it can make money every day off of milk. So all it really will be milk. It'll be just running off grass right in the beginning. Tree, what's up, buddy? It'll just be milk in the beginning. You know, 5 cows, 10 cows, 15 cows, whatever. And every day we'll make sure we give them some milk, and we'll go from there. So are we heading the right way? It'll be a slow grind at 13 miles an hour, guys. Jeez. So, and then eventually we'll get into straw. And then the other thing I want to do, and I don't know if this is going to be feasible at all, but I'm probably going to sell the base crops here, the beginning crops, because, you know, for money reasons. But after that, if we harvest something, I'm hoping to not have to harvest it, or not have to sell it. Just leave it in storage, let it sit. You know, if we need it, we need it. If we don't, we don't. I don't think that's necessarily going to be feasible. We may even try it right off the bat, just doing that. I may keep that trailer just because. But basically what we need is we need to get the moors, the front and the back moors. To put on, we can put them on the Deutz. We need a windrower. We need a pickup wagon. Got some corn there. That'll come in handy later. So we need a windrower. We need the pickup wagon. We need at least one more tractor. I do have some mods loaded. And I loaded one mod specifically because it's a lower end tractor and it's kind of cheap. So you'll see that here in a little bit when I buy probably 2 of them. Definitely going to keep the Deutz we have. It's one of the bigger Deutzes, so it'll be a good one. You can see we have $5,900. Ooh, there's straw windrow over here, it looks like. Sweet. That'll come in handy. Where's John? At his house. He's also in TeamSpeak if you really want to know where he is. I can see him over there. He's talking to Adam, and Tree, and Nubius, and Benedict, and some others. But anyway. So yeah, so I'm hoping, you know, I don't even know what fields we're in. I don't know if we own any of the fields yet. I didn't really pay attention to that. What are we on? We on field 11 and field 1. Okay. Shadows are actually playing on medium, which is going to make this a little harder too. So this is going to be an adventure. We're going to cut across this field, otherwise we may never get there. Why ain't he playing with me? Because tonight's my night. I do Wednesday, Thursdays. John does Mondays and Fridays, and we get together on Saturdays. So by doing it this way, we can get you guys more content. If we had to be on every stream together, we wouldn't do nearly as many, because neither one of us wants to play 5 nights a week. So now we both play 3 nights a week, and y'all get more content. So that's what we're doing. This is literally like the slowest drive ever. Goodness. So the plan is to sell this combine, which should get us a decent amount of money. Take out the loan, buy some equipment, and we have to make sure we buy like 5 cows, because if we don't have cows and we're out of money at the end of the day, then that kind of sucks, right? So that's the plan. I wish like these other tractors were like, you know, towables I could actually use. Where in the hell is the... Where do I sell stuff at? Any ideas here? 'Cause I thought it was right here somewhere, but I'm in the wrong spot on the map. That's the garden center. It's got to be here somewhere. I should buy something and see where it goes. Now I'm really starting to get confused. I'm hoping it's around back here somewhere. Otherwise, I'm really going to be in trouble. I don't know where anything is. That's how I did research, right? So this isn't the right point at all. Yeah, it was a gorgeous day today, man. It was 74, 75 degrees or something, and just bright and sunny. Well, I have a slight problem now, because I don't know where I'm supposed to be going, and my head's stuck. That's awesome. It's a water fill point, if that helps. You know, back on the other game, shops up by field 13. See, I was kind of wondering if it was, because that's where it was on the old game. So let's head that way in the slowest ride ever. I haven't played this since Texas like V2 or something, and they've clearly modified it. This is a neat edit. A lot of the fields are kind of the same shape, some are a little bit different, but looking forward to it. So it used to be like down this big hill. I also need to find where I can take money out, which is usually, actually I can do my ice cream. That's not a huge deal. Any of the regulars, if you want to join, you know, get the mods. I'll put a link in Teams or in chat if you need it, and we'll go from there. What's this map called? It's called Hobbs Farm. This is version 5. It just came out not that long ago, last week or 2 weeks ago or something. So yeah, but it's gonna be hard to play. I mean, we're playing on medium, which is gonna make it harder. You know, I'm hoping to not like chip anything unless it, you know, unless it's needed for something. I'm hoping not to farm anything unless I need it to, like, we'll farm corn to make silage. We'll farm wheat and barley for the straw. Other than that, it's going to be a lot of grass and, you know, stuff like that. But yeah. You want to farm some for your PC, but it's not good enough? Yeah, that sucks. I've been there. 13 miles an hour for the rest of our lives. If it's not down here, I'm going to be really annoyed, because it's a long ways down here. At least this hill's not as steep. It used to be really bad on Texas. Hoping it's maybe behind the tune thing there. I don't know. And we're going to start with moo cows, but we'll get into all the animals. Honestly, I don't even know what this map has to offer. But definitely sheep, definitely some chickens. Let's find something to haul the wool with, but we'll figure something out. You know, is this map multi-fruit? Once again, I have no idea. We'll check a few things. We'll check a few things when I get down to the shop here in a minute. So, you watched all 50 on farms? Awesome. 50 was a long one. It was 40-something minutes, 45 minutes or something, 42 minutes. Long video. So, yeah. We're just going to keep driving on down this hill. Turn the lights off. Button. we'll go ahead and unfold the grain tank. Here's the store. It's Hobbs Farms, it looks like. It's a case dealership, apparently, so that's good. Big question is, this head's certainly not going to fit in here. Oh, that's going to be a problem. How do I get the big equipment out of here, then? Maybe there's a big entrance around back somewhere. Or I'll have to play hockey and push it through or something, which is always fun. We'll do that next. If this doesn't work, let's go around back, find the sell point first off. Take a loan out. I mean, obviously, we're going to go into debt. Man, this is Hobbs Farm V5. I just downloaded it today, actually. Hopefully the back's open and there's a sell point here somewhere. Okay, still not seeing the sell point, guys. Where does stuff go? That's the garden center. Is that the sell point? No, it's a dump point. Okay. This is not going to be a good thing if I can't figure out where to sell equipment at. That's a slaughterhouse. That'll be good to know later. Okay. You know, let's jump in here. This thing's inside of this building, so... There's the money machine. That's good. But I don't know where to sell equipment. Petrol station. Maybe it's out here somewhere. This is going well. This is where you buy equipment, so there should be a... Oh, wait, hang on. That's eggs. That's money. Huh. Oh, I'm confused. Let's look back in here real quick. This is the garden center. Nice place. This is a dump point of some sort, sell point. I like the pallet racking. It's a nice touch. Oh, this is it right here. Okay, this is it right here. Okay, cool. Finally figured it out. It only took 3 weeks. Let's switch back to my combine. A little tricky because most of them are right in the shop. This one's a little bit off center. A little bit out of the way. So I need about $200,000 or so to get started. So I'm hoping this combine will bring me a pretty good chunk. Yeah, there are 2 homesteads, Shadows. There's a farming one and a animal one or something. Hoping this thing will bring me about 100 G's. I can borrow 100 G's. Oh, 141. Beautiful. Nice. Okay, so before we do anything else, we're going to buy 5 moo cows, because that's a bare minimum. And I don't want to get... Okay, so we have the chickens, we have the baby beef and pig. Okay, that's not bad. That'll work. And I do have the buy many animal mod turned on, but for this few, you know, it's fine. Okay, so we got our five cows, or yeah, cows. Okay. So none of the other equipment's really worth driving back. So we're gonna sell the head. Keep the tipper. We'll keep the planter for now because it's just a good 6-meter planter. It'll work. All this other stuff's really not worth the price to sell back, you know? Okay, so we're gonna buy, and we haven't even taken our loan out yet. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna buy a couple tractors. I think the tractor I'm gonna go with for the price is my happy little Schluter. I do have the Classics pack loaded because I wanted the Schluter. I also have the 7810 loaded. Wait, where's the other 7810 at? That's weird. 7810's loaded, and this vent, which will be making an appearance somewhere else pretty soon. Anyway, Schluter's cheap, it's powerful. It's not the end-all be-all tractor, but it'll work. So we're gonna get 2 of those. And then we're gonna go back. Everything else is basically going to be in-game equipment because we can't afford the stuff I really want, like the big pickup wagon that Anthony modded for us. I can't afford that right now because it's actually, you know, let me see what it is. It is, yeah, I can't afford 96,000. Just can't do it. So let's buy everything else, just in case we actually could possibly afford it. So we're gonna cut grass. We're gonna do it with the front and back coon mowers here. Those will be fun. What about the minion weight? I kind of forgot, Sean. I'll be honest. We need the minion weight. We need a windrower. Guess we'll might as well get the big one and get it done. Oh, we're out of money already. Okay, that's fine. So let me just step outside here because let's run. We're gonna run back to the store because the money point's just right over there. So we'll do that real quick. So we have the mowers. We'll actually leave the planter down here because, like I say, it's going to be a while before we get anything. We need to buy a big axe. So we can chaff corn. Where am I at? I'm totally lost here. Hang on. It's over there. Building's got me all confused. There's my spray rig. Wait, that's... Where's the other stuff point at? No, I saw it earlier. Where did it go? There it is. Big man, I'm doing good today, man. How are you? Okay, let's borrow the rest of our money. So we have 149,000. Okay, so 149,000. You know what? We may end up with the smaller windrower. That's 75. And then the big one here. Yeah, we can't afford. Let's see, this one holds 38. That one holds 50. I'd rather have the bigger windrower and the smaller pickup wagon, so we'll buy this one for now. And then we'll buy the big windrower. You'll be able to join in like 2 hour shadows? Okay. And I think we'll go ahead and just buy a 6th cow. We want to keep a little bit of money in reserve because we are going to need it. Okay, we are done buying. So let's get to work. Thinking I'll use one of the Schluters to cut. They have front 3-point, right? Yeah. Okay. I think we're gonna end up with the Schluters on the first 2 and then the Deutz on the pickup wagon, because I think that'd make the most sense. So that's where they spawn into different spots. So yeah, so we want to get going. Obviously, we want to get some grass into the cows because they're not going to be productive without any grass. And then actually, because I noticed that straw's down over there, we can actually get some straw picked up too, which would be nice. You know, the one mod I didn't load, which I probably should have, wasn't thinking about it quite off the bat because Texas had it last time, but I never loaded the mixing station. It's not on one of my available mods right now. Silliness, right? So, yeah. This rig's a bit much for the Schluter, but once we get on solid ground, it'll be fine. But it's gonna be a little bit whippy and tippy and nay-naying and stuff. So I noticed that fields 7 and 9 were grass. 9's not that far away from new cows, so we're gonna head to field 9. That'll be our grass cutting field for now. Obviously, we need to get a bigger operation going. It'd be nice to have 2 people cutting grass with like a big M, you know, or something. Windrow it together, pick it up with the big pickup wagon, yada yada yada. But we just don't have the money. We have $13,000. So obviously we have other things we need to buy, the other things we need to do. And like I say, it'll be a slow grind here, but it can be done. I've done it before. Not on PC and not on a modded map, but it can be done. So tractors like these Schluters will make good tractors here in the beginning. They'll save us a lot of money. They'll do the job. And so it's worth just doing it with them. I can't remember how this map works. But this corn, we'll get this corn, get it grown at some point. Get it grown at some point. And then we will, chaff it for silage. Which there's all kinds of biogas plants laying around. There's a big one over there. It's over there. And there's some here at home too. Oh, cool. This got that dumb mixing station. There's 2 mixing stations there. So we'll actually fill them up later at some point too. But yeah, let's unfold you. Yep. I could cut around these fields, but there's no point when there's a big grass field like there is here at 9. You know, The other thing I did is I did turn withering off so that if I ever do need to harvest a crop, I can. All these crops will still be there. They won't be worn out. They won't be withered. So I can do that. Why do those look so funky? What's going on? What's up with these back moors? What is wrong with them today? Why do they look so... What is wrong with them? Oh, they went lower. They refused to lower earlier. That was fun. Okay, and let's turn you on. And if John was here, he'd be all about the GPS mod, but, really? Come on, dude. But I don't have it down here, and I'm not going to turn it. Come on, Schluter, you can do this, buddy. Slow cutting grass. This is actually probably too much of a rig for the Schluter, like horsepower-wise, because usually these mowers have a horsepower rating. I'm probably really exceeding it, but that's okay. It'll work for now. Should probably have the Deutz on this, but I want the Deutz on the power for the power on the pickup wagon is what I really want. We're probably only going to do a round because this is a really long field. We'll probably only do a round, come back, then go get the other Schluter with the windrower and go get the Deutz with the pickup wagon and just get some grass into the cows right away. Yeah, that's what we'll do. And then we will probably go pick up some straw right away too to get that into the cows, get them producing as much as possible here earlier in the day. And then we'll do that, and then we will probably fast time. It's going to be a lot of fast timing early on this map because there's not going to be a ton to do, especially by myself. I mean, there's a ton to do, but I'd rather get some money out of the cows than sit here and just, cut grass all day. So, watching the fuel in the Schluter disappear. The Schluter doesn't really have a drinking problem, but I'm thinking this big load on it, I'm thinking it might be a bit much. You know what I'm saying? There's a dead spot in the field too. That's interesting. They just forgot to plant grass right there. Oh, I wonder if this is a field where the grass doesn't come back. That'd be bad, right? Because I don't own the field, so I can't plant or anything. Front requires 90, the back requires 190. Yeah, this tractor's only 150. So that's why we struggling a little bit. That's awesome. Oopsie. So, whatever. These mowers are they're a lot too big for this tractor. That's okay. Watson, if you want to come in and behave, dude, yeah, sure, why not? Get the mods out of the drop box. Turn, Bessie, turn. I don't want to cut that grass over there, but yeah. So, how fast am I going? Somewhere around 7 or 8 miles an hour. It depends. Pretty steady 7. Every once in a while, it'll spike up to 8. So, but it's definitely too much for this tractor. Definitely too much. I can tell you that right now. I didn't even think about it, otherwise I probably would have put the mowers on the Deutz. Free Just Cause DLC, was that the April Fool's DLC unturned, or was that something else? This would actually, this mowing rig would actually be really good to use with GPS. No overlap, no waste. You know, it would actually be really good. So I'm gonna be cutting a lot of grass with this rig or something similar, so I may have to bring the GPS mod in. I didn't think about it. I was in a hurry trying to upload mods to our drive today. Didn't even think about the GPS mod, so that's okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna do one round here. Only 5 miles an hour under max specs. Wow. Well, you know, I'm going 8 now. Must be going down a slight hill. Yeah, you know, I might try the Schluter on the pickup wagon, see what it does, if it can handle it, because it's not the biggest one. If it can handle it, I might switch it out, because, yeah, cutting grass is going to be the slow part here. So, you know, I have to check that out, Shadows. Thanks for bringing that up. Ideally, like I say, ideally a big M. You know, Big M, put it in windrows, and then run behind it with the pickup wagon, or even the Big L. Although we use the Big L everywhere, I kind of get away from it for a little bit, and go to something else that's a little bit different. So yeah, I'm gonna do one round here. Go grab the next Schluter with the windrower, get it going. I had a couple people here. We just leave somebody just cutting, you know, and then you know one person cuts, one person windrows, one person picks up. We could keep 3 people busy right now. 3 tabables we have. So we're definitely broke though. We're down to $13,000. Whatever. It's all good. Turn them off. Get you out of the way for now. I do have stuff like the vehicle switcher mod turned on, but I mean, there's three pieces of equipment. Okay, grab one of these front weights. I actually bought an extra front weight, I think. Okay, well, there's one over yonder. Apex Predator, thanks for following, buddy. Welcome aboard. Like I say, these Schluters are good tractors, but they're not like Farm Sim 13 where they were OP. So, you know, on 13 they could handle anything. And if we need the money, we can sell that planter. Cause actually, I probably will, because that's not even the planter I want to use eventually. But it's here, so if I something in like a pinch, I can, you know, I'd have it at least. This is a big rig too. Oh my goodness. So I have big equipment and undersized tractors. That's fun. The K-Man. What's up, buddy? How you doing tonight? Oh god. Yeah, just like the Ursus no longer OP. Yeah, pretty much. I'm not even sure this thing's gonna make it up this hill. I have to go get the Deutz to pull this thing up the hill and then switch it over. Come on, Schluter, we can do this, buddy. Where'd you go? Oh, hi, buddy. And no, we're done. Okay, so let's unhook it. It's gonna roll down the hill. I wonder how that went. Whoopsie. It'll be fine once we get up the hill. I'll just park the Schluter at the top of the hill real quick. Use the Deutz to pull both the windrower and the pickup wagon up. So that was fun. But the goal is kind of be to add a few cows every night, or, you know, hi buddy. A few cows every night or something similar, so that, you know, just increase productivity, increase capacity. Where did I see that weight? There's a weight parked here somewhere that I saw. Where was that? I don't remember. I'll go get the other one I bought. There's another weight on this map somewhere. I saw it. Hey, no. This is the one I bought. There's another one here somewhere. It's fine. We'll get. Oh, I think it's back home. Actually, is where it is. Yeah, Sean, that was kind of a face plant moment. I agree. Let's go see how bad it is out front here. Should be wrong. Oh, well, it came down. It turned 90 degrees, but hey, whatever. This is the bigger Schluter, the bigger Deutz. So this should be able to pull all this equipment just fine. If it, you know, I could actually just use this for all 3 functions since it's just me right now. I actually might, since it's just me. But even this is struggling up this hill. Kitten, what? They see you. Everybody sees your butthole. Just saying. Or something similar. So I think I'll do that. I think I'll just use the Deutz to get them uphill, and then I'm gonna start using Deutz for everything since I'm by myself. And if I get some more people to join, then I will start, you know, using other tractors. Even this is struggling up this hill. Yeah, that's the point, Shadows. It's faster, so you might as well use this single tractor when I'm here by myself. So. Okay, let's ditch you there. Let's go get the pickup wagon. And I'll still use the Schluter to drive one of them back just to save the trip a little bit. Kitten, dude, come on. Sit. Sit. It's fine when he jumps on me and sits down, but God, he won't sit down. Simulator experience. Experiencer? Is that an R on the end of that? It is. What's up, buddy? How you doing tonight? Okay. Wish I had the bigger trailer. Wish I could afford Anthony's with the 100,000 capacity, but that's okay. If you don't grind it out, what's the point, right? A little bit of grinding never hurt anybody, or something. So, and this is a pretty steep hill if you actually sit and look. I mean, look at the difference in incline right there. You know, it is a pretty steep hill. So, but it's handling it like a boss. So yeah. Cows are only at 5% productivity, as you can see up on glance up there. I don't know. I don't think that's a glance feature actually. I think that's just a modded map feature. So, sit, Vladimir, sit. I wish. He doesn't know what that means. Simulator experiencer, I'm doing good, man. How are you? I'm glad you're doing good too. Okay, so. This is what we're going to do tonight. We're going to play for probably another hour and a half or so. I'm really excited about this map, by the way. I've been looking for a reason to play on Hobbs Farm. Like, really looking for a reason to play on this map. And I think it was actually last night I was doing something. I think I was actually, like, in bed or in the shower or something. And I was like, I know what I can do on Hobbs Farm now. I finally figured it out. And this is where this idea was born. So, we may do some logging around, like, the homestead areas, around the cow area. Yeah, to get some of the trees out of the way. But we're not going to, like, log, if that makes sense. So, I think we'll actually see how the Schluter pulls the windrower when it's moving. And if I don't like the way it's going, if it's too slow or whatever, then we'll switch. But I'd really like to not have to switch tractors for every single function, but I will. And really, mowing 8 miles an hour isn't that bad. So, let's do this. There's the windrower. Find it. Especially hooking up the moors. That's just a lot of hooking up, and I don't really want to do it. A lot of hooking up, am I right? I think it'll pull it okay. Once I put it down, I think it'll be fine. It's a little whippy right now, but that's folded up. The problem is I think we'll end up windrowing at, like, you know, 4 miles an hour or something, and I don't really want to do that. So, the Schluters are underpowered. I'm well aware. I just didn't have the money. And they were cheap. Even if I wouldn't have bought either one of them, I still wouldn't have had enough to buy another tractor. So that's why we get the Schluters. But with the size of this map, we're going to end up with big equipment. We're going to end up with big tractors. Man, this is not going well. It's pulling real bad. Anyway, let's just try to get it over there. We're going to end up with big equipment. We're going to end up with big tractors. Honestly, I might just... Let's unfold it and see if that helps at all. Honestly, I might just end up with... like half tracks or something. Yeah, this is not going well. This is not going to work in the field, obviously. It's driving me, and it's not driving me well. So, that's okay. Oh, okay, we're done. We're done. Stop. Okay, you're done. Go on. So we're going to leave that right there. We'll still take the Schluter over the field. Maybe it can pull the pickup wagon? I don't know. That windrower must require more than 90 horsepower, dude, because it was driving me. So, we'll see. Let me go dump this tractor over here. So. And the problem is, like, even another Deutz, those are like 2 1/4 or something. And it's going to be a long time before we buy it. Probably any equipment at this point. So I would like to put the money into cows, because if we can make some money, more money off the cows, then it'd be worth it. So that's the hope anyway. Dump it in the woods. Man, we need our equipment in the forest. Come on. Let's leave him there. Let's get out. Go get this guy. This Deutz 7250 TTV may have to be the workhorse here. How long will it take Mike to find the perfect job for the Schluter? Shut up. It makes a good fertilizing tractor. You know, like you've seen on differences. I think you've seen that. Maybe not. Maybe that hasn't come up yet. It makes a good fertilizing tractor, Sean. It looks good in the shed. It looks good in the yard, like as a lawn ornament. Yeah, that's about all it's good for. It's just smaller equipment would be fine. But it's we're not going small equipment, especially not going to go small equipment here in Texas, except we had to for money reasons. But beyond that, we're not going to go small equipment. Ideally, we'd have, if I can get enough people to help out, a couple of big X's for chaffing, a couple of big M's or something to cut with, maybe even something bigger than a big M. I don't know if there's anything bigger. Stuff like that. That'd be ideal. So, we'll see. I actually probably need to go windrow that straw, too, to pick that up. Okay, so this should be basically one pass, I believe. We're down. Here we go. Let's do this. The big thing I want to do, and I want to make sure, is I don't miss any grass. Or, I don't want to miss too much grass, because what happens is it adds up over time, and then we get lag. And lag is bad. It's like where I turned around in this other field down here earlier. We're going to go and clean that up, too, and pick it up. Yeah. So obviously this Deutz is pulling this just fine, as I figured it would. Yeah. To cut this field, to keep cutting this field in the future, we'll actually do an end row across the what is that? Across the top and bottom ends, basically. So we have room to turn around and stay in the field and not, you know, get it in another field. If you log on this map, it causes a lot of lag. I mean, logging causes lag on any map, so it wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me if it causes lag here too, Sean. So yeah, and there's this weird dead spot here. There's a big M that's 23 meters wide. Really? That sounds awesome. I want one of them. The big M has the benefit of windrowing for you, so you don't need this silly windrower. And so because of that, it saves you a step. So it's a pricey piece of machinery, but it's worth it. Okay, so we're actually going to go straight here. Get this little bit that I missed or messed up earlier. Just do that. Okay. Now here's the hope we're going to have here, right? We're going to hope that this thing can pull the wagon. Garrett, no, you cannot join. Only let regulars join. When we become a regular, jump in TeamSpeak and hang out with us. Play on, well, we don't have a map anymore, but, you know, play on things like that. That's how you get to become a regular. It's how all the regulars we've had have shown up. By playing with us on other places. Shadow, see you later, buddy. Who's playing with me? Nobody. It's just me. It's just me. I think this thing will be fine in a straight line. The only question is going to be turning and when it gets full. And we're not using the map command tonight, guys. That's for Saturdays. I'm not going to update it every time we play the farm sim. So, but yeah, I think this thing will be fine. I worry about when it gets full, what it's going to be like. Clark's a robot, Garrett. You don't really need to talk back to him. He's not going to listen. He's stubborn and hard-headed like me. So, yeah. This pickup wagon's not huge. It holds, I think, 38,000, 38 or 39. Yeah. If we see any construction sim, I've never played it, don't own it, so no, I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to play it tonight, especially. Never. Don't really want to play construction simulator. So, yeah, so this map is cool. Yeah, it's a Texas remake, right, crossbow. I've been watching the different versions for a while, and I've been wanting to play it, and then finally I was like, you know, I'm just going to play it. This thing actually turns better than I thought it would. Let's get this little bit right here. And let's go. Okay, so we got our first load of grass. Penguin Man and Yoked. What's up, guys? So I think we'll stick to this setup. The Schluter will cut, even though it's a little slow. It'll still cut. Yeah, we'll do that, and then the Deutz will windrow because nothing else can pull that windrower, and then the Schluter will pick up. I think we'll go with that. Yeah, I think that'll work for now. So yeah, Potatoes Bay, what's up, yo? Well, there's like nobody over there in TeamSpeak tonight. Okay, the cow location I think is all still here in the center. I forgot there's 2 cow buildings. And actually what I'm going to do after this is grab a load of straw and put it in there so we can get that going. To help the production another 10% or whatever it is. 10%. So this is the cow pen here, I believe. Right? Is this the cow pen? See, like these trees here, all these trees need to go away. They're in a bad spot. What's this building? Like a house of some sort. Okay. Oh, that's okay. That's a sheep with. Okay, cool. So this is the sheep area with the sheep pallet collector, which is awesome because it'll collect them, so I don't have to sit here and move them all manually all the time. That's amazing. I enjoy that. So that's sheep. So then the cows are over here, dummy. I know where the cows are. This is a bit of a rig. It doesn't really want to turn. The other thing we'll need to do at some point is water, I would assume. So there's the mixing stations we'll end up using eventually. It's going to be a while before we start putting stuff in the mixing station because we're not going to have silage for a while because we're not going to have a big axe. And I'm not using the little in-game chaffers because those suck. Okay, let's get some grass here for the moo cows. And while that's emptying, let's go look at what they need and everything. Let's see. Okay, animals. So we have 6 cows there at 5%. That'll bump up here in a second. They need... Okay. So they need mixed ration, silage, or grass. Whatever. Water and straw. So that's no big deal. So right now they're just going to run with grass and straw here in a second. Oh no! Shoot! How are we gonna do this now? Oh, okay, never mind. I was upset because they filled up, right? It's because I don't have any place to put this, but that's not true. Sean, we're actually on medium, dude. Gonna make it a little bit harder. So there should be... who doesn't like turtles, Penguin Man? Come on. Silly question, right? There should be storage around here somewhere. Oh god, where? Oh no, storage used to be right there where those buildings are. You can always put it in the mixing station. I was just kind of hoping to avoid that. If you want to become a regular, get in TeamSpeak. Hang out with us there. Do that kind of stuff. I was hoping for storage, but yeah, potatoes. I don't really want to put it in silage. So is there not storage back here anymore? I really should have played this map a little bit more. I could put it in there. I kind of don't want to. Tax, what's up, buddy? Well, that's just homestead. Sure looks like they took out the storage options for all this stuff. That's not cool. That's salad manure. I don't know why it's so full because it's actually empty, which is fine. These are the baby animals here, the fattening pigs and the fattening cows. They don't have sheep or chickens. That's fine. That's just an open face shed. Oh, that's where my trailer is. Okay. That's where you sell bales, I would assume, because I'm sure I can't have those bales. Yeah, I guess they took the storage out. Yeah, Sean, grass does go in the mixing station. I was hoping to put it in storage somewhere, but apparently we're not going to. So, whatever. So let's go ahead and we'll put this in a little bit in the mixing station. It's really not enough to worry about putting it in silage. Because the biogas, those bunkers I think hold a lot. The last time I think we played they held 900, so it's going to be a lot. Anyway, so we don't want the first mixing station because it's weird. Storage is at home. Oh, well, too late. Grass, I think, is the second. Okay. So a little bit will go in storage. That's fine. So let's go get a load of straw for the moo cows. And obviously, a 6-day supply isn't going to be that much since we only have literally 6 cows. So, you know what? We're going to go fast time here in a second because we're going to be ready to go. So we'll buy some more moo cows. 10 moo cows. That'll be good. So, storage for mixed rations at the home yard. Okay, let me get some straw, and then we'll do things with it. Hi, kitten. How's up? What's up, buddy? Come on. Come on. Come on. I has me a kitten. You know what? I didn't check one of my settings. Hang on a second. Stand by for news. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll pick up a load of straw here. Really probably need to, wow. Big fat windrows here. There's no, what cows? What penguin? I don't know what that word's supposed to mean. So this is picking up quickly. Not picking up very well either. Okay, that's fine. Do we still have a link to the TeamSpeak? Just still do server, Sean, because I'll take you to the webpage with it all. So we got a little straw. We'll put that in the moo cows too, get them producing a little bit more. I think you get another 8 or 9 or 10% or something out of it. And yeah. Oh no, Sean, maybe I took out the server command. I don't know, it's just pumaplow.com/farming still has it. I may have taken that command out when we took the server down, but that page still has the TeamSpeak link in it. So, and Clark is running. So, I haven't seen him in a while, but Clark is running, allegedly. So, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to test out Sean's little theory here. We'll dump some straw in here for the moo cows. They shouldn't take much at all for this. pumaplow.com/farming, big man. We'll get you all the details. There's Clark. Okay, so that's a 6-day supply of straw. So let's go ahead and... Man, Raj, you can't post links. You know that, buddy. Well, thanks, Primo Plowboy. Okay, let's go find this here storage at home. Let's see what's up with it. Primo Plowboy, you should come cut grass with me. You like cutting grass, right? I don't have the GPS mod, but hey, whatever. See, all these trees here are going to go eventually. I don't like these trees that are in the way. So they will definitely go. I saw a cool auto loading trailer for logs the other day. I was like, well, maybe we should get into logging then, but I haven't tested it or anything. So, you know, let's pop in here and see if there's a. Yeah, okay. That's going to be all our storage right there. All these things here. So, in fact, the first one even says straw on it. Look at that. Okay, so I guess we go around back and dump here somewhere. Or maybe there's, you know what, I bet there's just a universal dump point. I'll bet you. Nope, they all have separate dump points. Okay. Ow. Hit the fence, guys. I was looking at the post on that page. You put farming sim 15 instead of farming sim 17? Yeah, well, it happens. So this is straw. We'll take a tour here. I've actually not really looked around this homestead all that much. It looks neat though, from what I have seen. So this first one is, this whole building is straw. Hi, cat. I'm assuming the next one's probably grass or chaff or something. What's the sign say here? So this next one's grass. Okay, that's cool. And then we have sugar beets. Nice. Potatoes, I'm assuming. Yup. Do I have a Twitter account personally or Puma Plow? Because we both do. Puma Plows is the... Thank you, Sean. What is this? Forage, silage, and chaff. Well, that's cool. So, forage, which is mixed rations. Silage and chaff all go there. Cool. That'll work out really well. And then back around the corner here is your regular dump point for your straw, or not straw, your corn, your barley, the canola, you know, all that good stuff. That's all this area here. And a random tank, which is interesting. Yeah, barley, wheat, corn, and canola go here, which makes sense. That's the base 4 crops. I do have a personal Twitter account, and no, I'm not going to give it to you, sorry. Hey! What are you doing? Anyway. And I do like that this whole homestead's not so enclosed with fences and stuff like Texas was, because that made it a real pain of having only the one exit. Real annoying. So. Okay, So let's, what is this monstrosity for? Oh, it's a fill point of some sorts. Okay. Oh, fill point for that stuff. Okay, cool. So then we got all our augers out, conveyor belts out and everything. That'll make it easy to load later. Good times. There's the triggers to buy the fields, the chicken area. Got a couple porta potties. Plenty of storage. Actually, there's really not that much storage here anymore for equipment. There's really just that's for combine headers. There's the other weight I saw. That shed here on the left, I don't like it because those doors are so tight. It's going to be hard to get stuff in and out of those. That's not fun. Seed and fert right here, it looks like. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and fast time a day because we need to get some monies, right? And then I'm going to drive back over. We're going to start cutting more grass. Or raking straw or something. Got plenty of stuff we can do, so we might as well keep doing something. But might as well get a day and see what kind of money we get out of the moo cows. They're running at 44% productivity, so it's not great, but it's, you know, basically half, so it's not horrid, right? Yeah, so we're going to cut a lot more grass because the grass will make us more money than the straw will. Plus the grass needs time to regrow, where the straw, this whole field of straw, which is field 10, it's not going anywhere. So it can just lay there. We'll rake it up at some point, make it neater, tighter rows, and we'll go from there. What's MP, Mike? I'm confused. No problem, big man. Hope to see you around over there in TeamSpeak sometime. And if you use a different name on there than you do on here, you need to let us know, otherwise we'll have no idea who you are. So that's one of those things too. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start cutting again. Yeah, just gonna go ahead and start cutting. Actually, I'm going to do what I was talking about, which I'm going to do an end row real quick. Although, I think this grass is going to grow back, so it won't be... yeah, screw it anyway. Come on, little tractor that can't. Look how slow this thing starts. It's a little bit underpowered, just saying. Oh, and to get into TeamSpeak, you also need to be at least 14 years old. Because Tex doesn't want to deal with any young people. That's what he told me once. Right, Tex? Anyway, just kidding. Tex never said that. So this field's going to take a lot of cut, but I've got nothing but time. I've got another hour and 8 minutes to kill. So you're 22. That's my favorite Taylor Swift song, Big Man. Good job. Ooh, ooh. Everything will be alright as long as I'm next to you. Anyway. Yeah. Storms just joined TeamSpeak, guys. Mr. Storms himself. Of Storms' Junk Emporium. LLC or something. Yeah, I'll sing 22. I got this. Anyway. What is that over there, I wonder? Let's go look at that in a minute, too. Or is that more biogas? Small silage bunkers. Wow, they're everywhere on this map. This map is made to go big, though. I mean, I'll probably never go as big as they want me to. I could also flip this into single player. I could also slip this into single player and turn on course play and stuff and get a lot of stuff done. Hire a big M or course play a big M just to go cut. Course play a windrower to go windrow it, or you know, whatever. I could do that too. I don't know. Might be more fun than having random people. So those definitely are silage bunkers over there. And actually, the other thing we could do, if we could get the big M, we could get, or the big X, we could pick up some of the straw as silage too, which wouldn't be a bad option. So. Come on, tractor. You can actually see the tractor speed up a little bit when I turn the front more off. It definitely kicks it up a few miles an hour. So, just because there's not the draw of the horsepower from the front. Right, kitten? Definitely use a couple regulars, Sean. I agree. Definitely. But that's okay. It's all good. So we could be putting some straw and some grass away. So. But it's okay, man. I got this. Like I say, learning course plate is an option too. So, what's the best pickup truck? I have no idea. We don't use pickup trucks. What? Come on. What are we doing? And honestly, in all honesty, big man, I've never seen a pickup truck that I've liked. A lot of them are too slidey. A lot of them just don't have enough power to pull things. Kind of like this Schluter right now. Come on, buddy. You can do this. Just get going. This thing's like at 9 million RPMs trying to get moving. It's a good time. Once it gets moving, though, it's fine. It just needs to get moving. It's a little light on slopers, as they say. Not sure who they are, but they sure say it. So anyway, never been a big fan of picking up trucks. Sorry. Plus, they don't really have a purpose on the farm either, you know? Yeah, they can pull some trailers, but I'd rather have a semi-truck or something bigger pull trailers. We did have that one. Was that an in-game one we were using? We had a pickup truck on. We had a pickup truck on BlackRock we used that just pulled that one small trailer with the front loader on. Is all we ever did with it. I forget what trailer that or truck that was. That may have just been an in-game one. I forget. But yeah. Fat Man 42,000. Thanks for following. Welcome aboard and hi. We're not planting canola, Sean. We're gonna try to do this without planting and selling any crops, dude. Now we'll still harvest stuff like wheat because we'll need the straw, but the plan is to only harvest crops we need for animals. So hopefully we can just be ranchers and, you know, ranching related activities like cutting grass. That's the hope. That's the hope anyway. Noggle, what's up? You like the goosenecks? Yeah. Whatever. They're fine. But, you know. And really, Sean, if we can make some money every night and we can get some more cows and more cows start making some decent change, we'll be able to upgrade equipment a lot faster than you think. We really will. Now, there's going to be a lot of equipment we need to buy because we need some big trailers. And we need, you know, a big X and big M and a big planter, a big tractor, some fertilizer, a lot of stuff we need. But it's kind of like a hay farm. Yeah, it is, Sean. Kind of. Yeah, sure, I'll give you that. But not totally. You have a question? Shoot. I've got nothing but time tonight, so what do you got? It is kind of like the hay farm, though, Sean, yes. Old Sean of the big old hashtags tonight. Turn it. Did it again. I'm going to do an end row on this end to try to keep me from going into the next field, because that's field 7, which will be our next victim. So. Come on, tractor. Come on, tractor. The Schluter is actually not bad once you get it started. It just takes a minute to get going. And we're not cutting at top speed. I know we could cut it at 12, and we're cutting at 7 or 8, but their headlights on now. We don't have backlights. That's sad. But you know, cow money's coming here in a second, guys. We'll come in at midnight, I believe. We're at $2,200. It's not going to be a ton of money, but it's going to be more than what we had before, right? So we're going to make a few bucks here. I'll look at your question here in a second. We made $1,100. Oh, goodness. Wow. It's going to be a grind, boys. Nope, gotta be 14 to get in our team speak, dude. Sorry. Those are the rules of the road. Like, we don't want you in our game if you're only 13. We don't want you in team speak either. So, nothing against you personally, it's just how it is. So we made $1,100. That won't even buy a cow. Oh boy, it's gonna be fun. But then again, you know, the cows weren't producing all day because they didn't get any food in them until like 7:30 or something. So that hurt. We are playing on normal, which is gonna make it a little harder. Yeah. No, Nuke Lab, that's not the answer, buddy. Sorry. Beyond that, we can tell when people are lying about their age. It's really not that hard to tell. So, yeah. more off, back more off. Let's go. What map are you playing and what are you doing? So, Big Bird, this is my new playthrough. This is Hobbs Farm, Tex. And I've decided I don't want to be a farmer, I want to be a rancher. / cattle raiser, I guess. So I'm going to try to not do any crops that aren't needed for the cows. And I'm going to try to not sell any of the crop that I like. If I harvest wheat to make straw, right? I'm going to try not to sell the wheat. That makes sense? I'm going to try to make my living just off animals. I don't know if it's going to work, but it's what I'm going to try. So literally have no idea if it'll work or not, but you know. Yeah, Tex, I loved when we did our Let's Play season on Texas. Loved it. I've been, since the Hobbs farms have come out, they look really cool, like really cool edits of Texas. So I've been wanting to play it for a while, and so this is what we're gonna do. Maybe I need to learn course play and go that way instead of having people come help. That might be interesting. Never really messed with course play, but something like this could, you know, it's gonna be a lot of manual labor. It could be interesting. Just a thought. Texas, where you get biscuits and gravy, according to John. I know, right? Biscuits and gravy from Jackson. Space Thrill, what's up, yo? I gotta go to the cat store. Gotta go to the pet store tonight too after this. Realized when I got home that I'm like out of food for Vladimir. You know, he can't possibly not have food. So gotta get out of here 8 o'clock on sharp because I think the pet store's open until 9. So I gotta get that done tonight too. So that's my thrilling day of adulting. Work, and then go to PetSmart. Pick up my bag of cat food for my kitten. And then eat some dinner somewhere along the line. So, okay, we're going to stop time here probably around 7-ish. Poor Vlad, he's fine. He's got food right now, but he won't have food. He'd be out of food before I could get to the store tomorrow night, if that makes sense. So, went to go fill his bowl up today, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm out of food. I forgot that little detail. Well, I'm glad that happened because I wasn't sure if that grass was going to regrow in this field or not, so I'm really glad it did. That makes me happy. So, Kenneth, 2802, thanks for following, buddy. Welcome aboard, and hi. You have course play around in Tex? Awesome. I've been thinking about it. So, because really for a lot of things it would eliminate the need to go bigger. Like this mower could just sit here and run all day. You know, just do its thing. But so we have $2,900. I guess we could buy one more cow and take $2,500 or something. We need silage. How am I gonna get silage going? Grass, I guess, but a lot of grass. Plus, you got to get the bunkers to like 20% or whatever before they can blanket them. And that's a lot of grass in this rig. We're gonna run this Schluter out of fuel too. Look at that. We really don't use all that much fuel. It started at like 310. So yeah, I saw course play played on 13, I guess. But I've never messed with it myself. Am I just a cow rancher? No, I am an animal producer, Sean. Cows, sheep, chickens. We'll do the fattening animals too. There's fattening pigs and fattening cows. Steffi Marie, how you doing tonight, girl? So we'll get into all that eventually, Sean. Cows are the easiest way the quickest way to make some money. So I could get into sheep because I could buy a few sheep. Problem is there's no return on them until you sell their wool, and right now I need the return. So that's where I'm stuck at. So that's why we're gonna do cows for a while. But if I can buy a cow or two a day and play some of this off screen and do stuff like that, we could maybe get making some money here. We'll see what tonight brings because we'll fast them another day here before too much longer. I'm not gonna cut a ton of grass before I pick it up again. So I don't want to get too much grass down. Yeah, but I think the chickens on this map, I think they use wheat or something, Big Bird. I think. So, you know. But like I said, I just want to, you know, concentrate on the new cows for now. Get them going. And we'll worry about everything else later. Me and my Schluter sit here all day in the Schluter, the 1500 TVL. I have no idea what that means. And yeah. Everybody should give Steffi Marie a Purple Heart because her and Nubius built her new computer last night. She built herself a new gaming rig. Don't know if she installed the OS yet or not, but yeah, Steffi's got a new gaming computer. It's gonna be on par with this thing actually that I run on, so that's maybe even a little better. I don't remember, but it's going to be nice. So, and she'll be able to stream from it and play PC games. Stream PC Farm Sim maybe, but it'll be cool. Yep. Okay, so this will be, let's see, is this my last pass? This is 2 rounds. Oh, you installed it today, Steffi? Awesome. Cool. How you liking Windows 10? I've actually never used Windows 10, which is kind of sad since I'm like an IT guy and all, and I should probably be, you know, using it. So, whatever. But my work doesn't use it, so I don't use it. I just started using Windows 8 like in just November, December or something. I finally went to because my work was finally going to it. I've been using Windows 7 for quite a while. Played about 10 minutes ATS and fell in love with using graphics. Yeah, the graphics on that graphics card are pretty amazeballs stuff. So, I know. I mean, I'm playing this all this texture around me here. This grass on the ground, this grass growing. You know, the corn in the field next to me, yada yada yada, and I'm running at 60 frames solid. So, I'm all about it. So we can't. Well, I mean, I could upgrade my laptop here at home to Windows 10, but I couldn't upgrade this PC because apparently these PCs, Windows 10 doesn't work with our mixers. So there's that. Could upgrade John's PC down here to Windows 10, but why? Might as well keep them both on 7. Plus, if something would happen to mine, we could plug the mixer into his and run it through that if we needed to. So that's the other reason why we wouldn't do it. Yeah. So we're pretty much Windows 7 here at Puma Plow. I think all our machines are Win 7 now. John had upgraded the editing beast to Win 10, and then when he bought the new mixer, it didn't like it, so I rebuilt it back to 7. But yeah, otherwise everything is 7. He updated. How did he updated the beast? It worked fine. It worked great. He loved Windows 10. And then like 2 months later, he bought that mixer and then couldn't get it to work. And I think with some monkeying around, I probably could have gotten it to work with the mixer. But it was crashing on him and whatever. You know, just machines run better if you rebuild them from time to time. So we opted for a whole rebuild, which was actually pretty easy. So, I was going to stop, wasn't I? Whoops. I'll stop when I get to the windrower's down there anyway. So, cows running at 40. So the cows aren't going to get above 44% anytime soon. I guess we could buy a water tanker and give them a little bit of water, and that would help. But, you know, I don't know if I have enough money to buy a water tank. Because it wouldn't take much water right now. I'd just buy the little in-game, little blue water tank. I'll have to check it here when I get to the end of this pass, see if I can afford it. So I could just run down there with the Deutz, grab it, and then, yeah, it wouldn't be a big deal. You never used 7? I really like Windows 7. I was actually kind of bummed when they said we were going to Windows 8 at work because I'm not a big fan of it. That's good. J-Man, what's up, dude? How you doing tonight, man? Late arrivals. I know, right? Oof, late. But anyway. So we'll finish this pass off here. Yeah, we'll finish this pass. Pick the windrower up, get it all windrowed. Probably go put it all in storage since I already have a 5-day supply. Or 6-day supply. Steffi better know what her graphic card is. She just bought it. It's a GTX 960 4 gig. That's okay. So do you make backups while Puma Plow computer so if something happens you can... No. All the data's backed up, Sean. All the videos are backed up. everything like that. But if the machine were actually to crash, it has to be rebuilt from scratch, which it's not a big deal. It's what I do for a living. Like our OBS settings are backed up. Yeah, I backed up. I need to email them out actually. There's just, it's not good to have your backup sitting on the same hard drive as your everything else. Yeah, I mean everything important gets backed up. And a rebuild only takes a couple hours. It's not a huge process. Okay. Let's go ahead and put you out of the way. Actually, you know what? Just ditch you over here. Meatloaf. Meatloaf sounds good. Okay. Back to my only real tractor that I has, the Deutz 7250 TTV. Stands for turf type vehicle. Sounds good, right? Maybe shouldn't have bought the biggest windrower in the world, but that's okay. It works. If I'd bought a smaller windrower, I could have potentially bought the bigger pickup wagon. That's okay. J-Man, this is Hobbs Farms, dude. We started a new save tonight. I'm a rancher. I'm not a farmer, so no croppage. All about the moo cows. It's a slow operation to cut windrow and pick it up, though. I'll tell you that much. But it's working, so. This game surprised me when I logged in. John and I are kind of used to Stevie maps where they give you enough equipment to, start an army. I logged in here and it had one tractor and one combine and a few implements, and that was it. And I was like, oh. So, get barbecue hamburgers tonight? Dude, I need to go out there and get my barbecue working again. I need to get it cleaned up, and I need to get it back in grilling shape, because I want to start grilling again, because it's definitely warming up, Jonah. You're right. First barbecue of the season. I'm thinking mine's coming up in the next week or so. I like to cook chicken on the grill, like cook a bunch of it and then like use it for other meals. I can cook so much of it at once that I just love doing that. But yeah, love my barbecue pit. She has a name, but I'm not going to repeat it because it'll get me in trouble. But yeah, I love my barbecue pit. She needs to be cleaned. She's a little bit dirty. I need to get out there and just a little bit there. Oh, that Mike, that was dumb, Mike. Anyway. Why is there a store next to Ston and Sean and Steffi's names? Because they're my moderators. And Anthony. They're the ones that keep chat under control. Keep y'all from misbehaving and keep y'all from, doing things you ain't supposed to do. All that good stuff. That's what they're there for. I think there's only 3 there tonight. We got more mods. Obviously, Puma Paw's a mod. Captain Clark's a mod, technically, even though he's a bot. He has to be a mod to do things. Johnny Depp, 2314. Thanks for following, buddy. Welcome aboard. Yep. Is this a new map? It's Hobbs Farms. We've never played Hobbs Farms. We've played Texas, which is what this is based on. But, never actually played Hobbs. And this is a new save I just started tonight. Yeah. It's all good. It's been above 0 degrees Celsius for the past week. Is that great? Because that sounds awful. That sounds really bad. Wow. That sounds really bad, Jonah. Wow. It's above 0 Celsius is freezing. 32 for us American folk. That's cold. You watching our YouTube videos? Well, thank you, buddy. It's nice to have you over on this side of the internet, maybe. So I'm not going to windrow what's left here. I'm just going to do this a little bit, and then I'll go get the pickup wagon going. And get that part rolling. Like I say, I think I'll just put it in storage. I probably need to go windrow that wheat. It's kind of out of control over there. Of course, I put this guy right in the way. That's awesome. We'll just beat him up to the nose. I think good enough. Yeah, it's supposed to be really, really nice here. It was 70-something today. We're supposed to hit a run of 5 or 6 days up in the 70s. Not too cold at night. No rain, nice and sunny and bright, warm. It's supposed to be a nice stretch of weather. So definitely looking forward to it. First thing I want to attempt is to pick up this little bit here that I missed. Once again, no scraps left behind or something. But yeah, beautiful weather here in the Midwest. I agree, J-Man. I think my car said 72 or 73 on the way home from work. So I'll take that pretty much every day. Any regulars want to come join, dude, let me know. Get you the link to the mods. Got to be getting on 700 or 800 megs of mods at this point. And I just kind of threw stuff together. I need to go through and actually figure out what I want for actual mods. But I kind of just went through all the different games we have, and it's like, this model work, and this model work, yada yada yada. So Plow has 17 mods, actually 18, but Nightbot doesn't get used. Yeah, I actually went through and cleaned a bunch of mods out a while back too, Sean. So because like Tupelo had 3 names or something, and stuff. People that don't ever come around anymore got deleted. So we probably had 22 or 23 at one point, and I cleaned a bunch out. Yeah, and that's not really, an accurate count, because like Puma Plow's a mod, I'm a mod, John's a mod, but when we're streaming, it's A, not all 3 profiles are being used, and B, can't really do a lot. So oh yeah, Steffi, you can play on the PC now, and actually play, so that's good. Yeah, you're gonna be spending some time, Steph, downloading everything, and Windows updates and all that good stuff. So, and then yeah, Farm Sim. I guess you downloaded American Truck already. All those things let's get downloaded. So yeah, your internet's gonna be hating you for a while. Now you can copy your game over on ATS, Sean. It's just saved in the program files. I think you can pull that profile out and just move it. Come on, little Schluter. You can definitely, if nothing else, Steph, you can just Google it, or I'm sure Baker can tell you. Although I guess he's out scooping ice cream right now, but I'm sure it can be done. So I guess I'm gonna put this. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna buy another cow real quick. We're up to 11. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna put this load in storage for now. Well, I could try to make chaff out of it. You know what? We're gonna do that. We're gonna start filling up the bunker, which will probably be a really. Wait, hang on. I want to go over here and do that. Take that back. Well, you know what though? If I do that, I won't have a way to scoop it, so I'm not gonna have any money. I don't have a front loader tractor, so I can't. I could do a 3-point hitch one. Okay, let's do that. Oh, I agree. I think, in a day, if you really sat down and downloaded a whole bunch of stuff, you could be there in a day. Probably not even that long. I know base throws don't spend my $400 all at once, right? So over here on this edge of the map, I'm going totally the wrong way. Wait, where am I going? I need to go up here, sorry. I saw him when I was picking up straw. That's what it was. Hang on. Over here I saw small silage silos. So I'm hoping I can use these and make just a little bit of silage. Or make less, like a small run of silage or something. I'm hoping. Hoping this just isn't storage, because if this is storage it'd be really bad. And then the conveyor belts aren't that expensive. Just pull in here. That'd be way too easy. Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, J-Man, this grind is gonna be. Oh, cool, this will totally work. Awesome. This will totally work. Now I can't, well, I guess I could technically pull up. But it's just going to have to be what it is here. So this load's going to get me about 10%, it looks like. Maybe more than that. Awesome. This will be good. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to pick up a bunch of grass and put it in here. And then eventually, 12%. Nice. So then eventually what we'll do is blanket this, and then we'll just have to buy the 3-point hitch conveyor belt. Yeah, silage pit, I know. Did I say it wrong? I wasn't sure if these were silage pits or how big they were, so I'm all about these. These will be great. I'll get one of these filled up. We'll get silage. That way we can get mixed rations going sooner. I thought we were going to have to wait until we got a big X to get mixed rations going. So now if I just had somebody here cutting grass for me. So let's park this dude out of the way. We'll get back in the cutting more and get it going. There's a rental mod. I know. I'd rather buy my equipment. I don't know. Actually, let's finish picking up this pass real quick. Wish I could do something with all this straw besides picking up this straw, because there's so much straw sitting here. Just missed a spot. Okay. But, grind's gonna be real in this one, though. It's gonna be quite the grindy little experience, but that's okay. I haven't had a real grind on farm sim in a while. In Michigan, we made a lot of money there, and it got pretty easy. Although even with that, we're playing on medium or normal. But, yeah. Hi, kitten. So. Good times, right? There's something else I wanted to look up on the internet besides course play. I forget what it was, though. Anyway. Short-term memory problems, right? I played football in high school. I have concussion problems. Hi, kitten. What are we doing? I'd never seen those little silage pits before, J-Man. That's interesting. Okay, done. Let's go to the end, and we'll ditch it down here with all of our other 2 pieces of equipment. Spot here. What? What's your problem, homie? Okay, come on. A wheel DCLC came out for ATS. Okay. Like, there's new wheels? Because that sounds kind of lame. Or, like, something else. Okay. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go cutting. He's not cutting. Now we're cutting. We were going way too fast to be cutting earlier. That's how I knew it was a problem. Come on, little tractor. There we go. He really is the little tractor that could, kind of. So I think we're actually making pretty good progress. Should probably fast time another day. There's really no reason not to. You know. Bears, yes, it's on PC, dude. It's a modded map, so it has to be on PC. Let's go ahead and fast time another day. While we're cutting here. They have plenty of straw and grass in, you know, they had a 6-day, which this is day 2. Although I have added some extra cows, but it'll be fine. We'll fast time another day, and then we'll probably do some work. Wonder if I can fertilize this grass like a normal field. You don't have to fertilize grass. It grows the same whether you fertilize it or not. So, it's no big deal. But yeah, we'll fast time one more day, and then we'll actually stop and do a bunch of work. See what the 11 cows get us. Be 10 at a full 24-hour supply, and then 1 at like 17 hours or something, 16 hours. So hopefully more than $1,100. Otherwise, this map's going to take quite a while. We can also sell silage, but I don't believe in doing that. Definitely don't want to sell silage. It's just an easy way to break a map, in my opinion. So, like I say, I will get out of here right at 8 o'clock. I have to run to the pet store because somebody needs food, right? And I forgot to get it earlier. Oops. Tractor be drifting, yo. Anyway. Mods are broken. What's wrong with the mods tree? Yeah, we want natural fed cows producing wholesome milk. Exactly, J-Man. They're going to be grass-fed cows for now, and eventually they'll be, you know, silage-fed cows. or mixed rations, which silage and grass and all that good stuff. But yeah, we want free range, grass fed, free range cows. That's what we want. That's what we're doing. Tree, what's wrong with the mods? What did I miss? How's that sound? So I'm assuming that's what you mean by they're broken. Come on, little tractor, you can do this. Oh my goodness, tractor, come on. Let's go this way. You can do it now. This is painful getting him started, but once he gets moving, it's not bad. It's just, he has no horsepower left because these mowers take so much horsepower. Or something. There we go. Good wholesome milk is the best. I know, right? Just need corn silage for the beef side of things? Right, dude. Totally. Yeah. It'd be cool if you could make silage out of, or like, I know what you're saying. So, hey, we're down to $76. We'll be negative before the night, before it gets to midnight, I would assume. So, and yes, I could be cutting at like 12 miles an hour if I was using a bigger tractor, but that's okay. But I believe in the Schluters, and you guys should too, because the Schluters are awesome. Awesome tractors. I didn't even think about it that these would be too big for a Schluter. I didn't think about the horsepower requirements. But it'll work. It'll get us through till we have some more money. That's all I know. It'll get us through. Hey look, we're negative. It's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Goodness. Hoping for like $1,200 or $1,300 this time. That'd be good. Still a long way to go before we buy anything. Really need to fast time a bunch of days, keep them fed, and roll that, $1,100, $1,200, and just go from there. It's kind of like a waterfall effect. You get one, it multiplies into 2, and just get it started. Starts with a triple. Right, cat? He's like, shut up and feed me, stupid. That's what he's thinking over here. I can tell. But I figured it'd be do something a little different on farm sim that we don't normally do. Don't normally ranch. Like this anyway. So figured why not, right? Want to put the Schluter on the windrower because it cannot pull it. I tried that earlier. It gets whippy and crazy, and no, it's a bad experience. Okay, kid, you gotta go. You're on my mouse and you're causing problems. Go. But anyway, Jonah, I tried that. It just didn't work. Couldn't even pull it, like, without even using it. Plus, I think it'd be super duper slow. Not that this isn't. Don't get me wrong. I'm well aware that it is, but it just doesn't work. And I came really close to buying the smaller windrower too, which would have actually helped out a whole bunch. But that's okay. Vladimire's definitely like, well, hey, he's just annoying anyway. He's like, go get me my food. There's actually food in his bowl. He's not out of food. I definitely do get him tonight because he'll be out. Probably before bed. And then he'd be up all night whining, which would keep me up all night whining, and it's a bad experience. So, yeah. We'll definitely go get him food. Getting cloudy. We're negative 289. We might even make it out of the negative this day. There's always option B, which is to sell the crops that are in storage. There are in the base 6 crops, maybe even wood chips, I don't remember. But the base crops do all have 8,000 liters of storage, so we could sell that and make a little bit of money. I was just trying to avoid it. We could also do things like sell the planter sitting down there, the 6-meter bouter side. I probably will sell it anyway. Could sell that. Could sell, there's a tipper sitting around somewhere. Although we'll need that to move silage later, so we'll keep it. Hopefully it takes silage home. But yeah, stuff like that. We've got some stuff we could sell to make a little bit of cash. There's the fertilizer sprayer and all the piddly stuff that comes along with it. We could sell some of that stuff. But it's gonna be a grind. I knew it was gonna be a grind, and playing on medium's just even more of a grind. Because really, when I played it on easy on Haagenstad on Farm Sim 13 on the Xbox, it was actually rather easy. So, I mean, granted, I probably put a bajillion and 12 hours into it because that's what I do. Kitten, you're on the mouse. Go away. You see my screen get all weird and like move sideways randomly? It's because of the cat. Anyway, there you go. Go sit down and go to sleep. That's beautiful. Do that. Good idea. But yeah, we'll get through this night. We'll get to the morning. We'll probably spend the next half hour because it's 7:30 right now. We'll spend the next half hour in this day cutting grass and doing whatever. Definitely want to get the silage bunker going before it's fast time so it could be ready for the next day. And we just need to have enough money to make buy a conveyor belt. That's next. Conveyor belt to get that silage out so we can start making mixed rations. Get our productivity up to 100%, which would be amazing. And go from there. Be amazing to get us up to 100%, guys. Just amazing. I was trying to get every bit of grass here when I turn around. I think I'm just gonna forget that and just keep the rig rolling and miss a little bit on the ends. That's fine. So, for productivity reasons, turn our headlights on too. Yup. For productivity reasons, I think that's what we'll do. So, how many cows do I have, Steffi? I have 11. 11 cows. Woohoo! Today's money is $2,000. See, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. $2,000. We won't be able to buy another cow today. You know what? I think I'm going to sell that cedar. That should get me a decent amount of money back. That's right, Steffi. 11 cows. I got this. So, anyway. It's more than I actually thought I'd have by day 2. So, I have 22 half cows, I guess, but that's a little morbid, Sean. Yeah, $2,000 just on grass and a little bit of straw is not bad for 11 cows. So, and you know, I mean, we're only running 44%. We never got water. I've never bought one of those. If I could get up to maybe 20 or 30 cows, I think I'd be okay. Which is what I'm going to do when I get to daytime here, because I know streaming nighttime kind of sucks. I get to daytime, and I'm not going to. I need to look at the planter. I don't think I'm going to actually drive it back. I'm just going to sell it where it is, even though I know it's down there. That would require me driving all the way down there. So yeah, and then we will buy more cows with that money. Actually, we should probably buy a conveyor belt first. Oh, it's going to be another day and a half till it's ready. Now let's buy cows. I think I might just go through and nuke everything I didn't sell already that I don't need, like the sprayer, the extra tank for the sprayer, or the planter. I'm going to keep that tipper and hope it takes silage. I really hope it takes silage. Yeah. I thought I heard Vladimir whining. Apparently there's somebody else outside that sounds just like Vladimir. That's weird. Okay. What is modern day English version of Shakespeare? What is that, Joey? Drunk Pillow. What's up, buddy? How you doing tonight? How drunk are you in your pillow? There's no crickets in my house right now, Steph. I don't hear anything anyways. Maybe it's in the game. Okay, a couple more, maybe another round, and then we'll get the windrower back out. Probably need to go top the cows off. Actually, you know what? We're not going to top the cows off. No. Actually, yeah, we will, because maybe a couple days till we make mixed rations, and we're going to buy more cows, and blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, we'll top them off with the first load. Actually, we'll sell the planter first, buy cows, then get them topped off, so they have a 6 day with a bigger number of cows. And then if a little grass sits in there and doesn't get used, then that's fine. So, and then we'll start taking grass. Once we get the silage bunker filled up, then we'll start taking grass to the mixing station, because those If it's the one that was in there last time we played, that holds quite a bit of grass. Quite a bit of the raw goods. 100,000 maybe? 200,000? It was a lot. So, it was quite a bit. Anyone over 80 years old should not get tablets for the first time. Steffi, don't talk about newbies like that. In-face Chemp, thanks for following, buddy. Welcome aboard. J-Man, I'll get you that link a little bit later, buddy. But yeah, 4DM, what's up, buddy? 4D4M, I mean, what's up? Needs to sun up so I can quit fast time and actually be productive here. There we go. It's burning off now. Just a second and it'll be sunny. Go, it is 8:35 on this lovely morning. Doing good, In-Face Chemp. How are you, man? So we'll get back down to the bottom and we'll stop with the grass cutting. Sell that planter, buy some more cows. And then windrow. Well, I'm not really as far as I thought it was. Oh wait, yeah, I am. There's my grass starting to come back. So yeah, just here and mow the world, yo. Only got that much more to go, and then we can start back over. So that's fun. This poor Schluter's just eating fuel too, but it's also running really hard. Right, Vladimir? You like to shut up. What are you doing? My kitten is annoying. Yes, he is. My kitten is really, really annoying. Or something. Anyway. Okay, last pass. Well, I can't tell where the grass starts over there, but that's okay. Only, as long as we get around, we'll be good. It's kind of a slow process by myself, but it's all good. This is quite the rig, too. Goodness. Really should have, like, that Deutz tractor or maybe even something a little bit bigger than that running this, but it works, I guess. It's all good. So, it is what it is, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Can't really do anything about it right now anyway, because I have to have that Deutz on the windrower. It's the only thing it works on. Or it's the only tractor that'll pull that windrower and pull it correctly. So, whatever. It's all good. Right, kitten? It's all good. So, yeah, that's where we stand right now. Okay, let's turn this thing off here in a second. We will turn the front mower off. Turn the back mower off. And bring it over here somewhere and just let it sit. Out of the way of what we just cut. Super preferable. Obviously. Okay. Now, is there still grass down? I can't tell if there's grass in the... Let me look here. Okay, there's grass in the what's already grown. Cool. Okay, cool. So let's get over here-ish. Let's do this. Yes, windrower doesn't seem like it would be a big, like, resource user or whatever. But it really is. So you need a big tractor in this thing. I almost bought the smaller one. I probably should have. But, yeah, live and learn. Can't exactly go trading it in, so it's fine. It'll work. I mean, this is the biggest windrower. We'll never need to upgrade. So that's good. Anyone know who I mean when I say joy from inside out? No. So who's having trouble with the tablet stuff, and how bad was their question? This ought to be good. She had an app open and didn't know how to close it. Welcome to my life as tech support at my job. Just saying. Go on. I do stuff like that all day long. It's great. So yeah. Windrower, la la la. Okay. Yeah. Need help with tablet. How do I get it out of camera? Wow. That's awesome. Really kidding? Goodness. Hey! He's just back there just tearing stuff up, guys. I don't want to windrow this straw quite yet, so we'll just keep it out of the way. Wish you guys could see him back there. Wow. Bought these like plastic bins, you know, like Rubbermaid tubs kind of thing. Because John and I have a lot of wires we've accumulated in the studio. And we didn't really have a good way to store them. I had a couple like cardboard boxes and a couple drawers and whatever. And I got kind of tired of having the stuff a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit everywhere. So I decided to get these bins and organize them. And I'm not done. I kind of got sidetracked in the whole project. But so they're just sitting there open. The dummy was just climbing in. Right? But he likes to sit on boxes and sit in bins and all that good stuff. Good times. I wonder if it would have been cheaper instead of buying all this just to buy a big L. But then I wouldn't be able to pick up straw. Wouldn't be able to do all that stuff. So I used to text with a flip phone, J-Man. Uh-huh. Which map is this, Roderick? This is Hobbs Farm. It's a Texas edit. Super fun map. Super good map. I'm going to be a rancher, not a farmer, though. So it's going to be a little bit different. But at least there's plenty of open spaces to cut grass. Plenty of spaces to cut grass. Plenty of area if I need to farm some corn or something to make silage. Plenty of stuff like that. So I could go big on farming too, but we do that. That's what we're doing in Michigan. That's what we do in a lot of places. So decided I'm gonna be a rancher. I need to sell that planter and buy some more cows. Hang on. I'll make this my last pass with the windrower. He's don't need to break up that little bit over there. We'll get the rest of it picked up. Actually, I'm getting out of here in about 15 or 18 minutes or so. So I'm gonna kind of get caught up, get done, get wrapped up, I guess. So we'll do that. This is something different. I like it. I know, right? I've done, like I say, I think you weren't here, Steph. I did this once on Farm Sim 13 on a Hagenstad world, actually. And it worked out pretty well. So figured I'd try it again, see what happens. And it could be a colossal failure. I may never end up making enough money to sustain myself every day. Now, I think it will happen. Get 100 cows, I think I'll be completely fine. But getting to 100 cows is going to be a lot of work. So, Benedict, I'm all by myself. There's a sad song in the background. It's a whole thing. Sing a sad song. Had a bad day. I didn't have a bad day, but it sounded good. Sing a sad song, and my cat won't sit still. You know. Actually, Tree's telling me there's something wrong with the mods I uploaded to the Dropbox or to the drive. I don't know if he's right or not, but don't worry about it. I've only got a few minutes left. I'll have to figure it out before next week. So I'm gonna try to play this weekly. Make it one of my midweek series thingies that I do. But He's telling me... Oh, stop, Mike. We're going to go sell stuff before I forget. So we're going to keep the flagell tipper. I think it'll hold everything I need, although I'm a little concerned about the hitch. We're going to sell the planter because money reasons. We're going to obviously keep the mowers, keep that. We're going to sell this little piddly stuff. We're going to sell the sprayer because even if I... even if I go plant crops, I'm not going to use this system, So, no worries, Benedict. You can join next week or something. And I think that's it. So I have an extra weight. I'm not exactly certain where it is, but, you know, it's not really worth it. Oh, we have money now. We're going to buy a few cows, too. Okay. Let's see. Let's get down to about... I think we're going to keep 10 grand in reserve for now. Or 9,000. That works, too. 25 cows. That'll help out a whole bunch. Okay. So let's do this. 25 cows doesn't seem like that many, but it'll make a huge difference in what we're doing here. So it'll make a huge difference. Yeah, Sean, I'm maxed out on my loan. That's how I bought the equipment I bought. Between selling the combine that I started with and taking out the loan, I am completely maxed out. So yeah, completely maxed out. Should buy 1,000 cows. That's a great idea, Crossbow. I'll get there someday. But right now I don't have the money to buy 25, much less 1,000. Okay, so this load's going to be full. This is not Hobbs cow farm. It's just Hobbs farm. I just decided to make it a cow farm, really. So what I did. And obviously need to go pick up a bunch of the straw still, too. Need to windrow the straw. Those rows are too big. And then, yeah. That'd be a whole thing. I'd actually like to make a lot of that into chaff. And that's saying, well, yeah, I could do that instead of... Well, I got this cornfield I can chaff, too. They start out with plenty of crop, that's for certain. I could also potentially, you know, do what we did on Michigan, which is you don't get the crops that were in the fields when you start. But I think I'll take advantage of it and use it, and then, you know, go from there. So, really want to get rid of these trees right here, though. These trees annoy me to no end. That was a Hobb. I get you now, Benedict. That was funny. Now that I understand it, was pretty funny. But yeah, no, it's Hobbs cow farm, right? Okay. Oh, the manure reset. That's good. 'Cause it was full of manure for some reason. Now it's empty, which is what it should be. Should be a little bit though, because I do have straw. Okay. Eat up, boys and girls, I guess. Well, probably all girls, huh? Let's see. So they did have some grass still. That's good. They have straw. There's a little bit in the milk tank. They're at 6 day now. Awesome. Sounded like kitten fell down the stairs. You okay, buddy? Apparently somebody's jumping and being stupid back there. What fattening animals are on this map? You know what we're going to do? We're actually going to put this a little bit in here because I don't feel like going and filling back up. So we'll put a little bit in the mixing station here because we do need this too. What fattening animals are there? There are not chickens, there's pigs and cows, and that's it. Pigs and cows. Those are the buildings right there, actually. I don't know which one's which yet. I haven't really paid attention, but one's pigs, one cows. We'll get to them eventually, but we don't have the money for that right now, so it's all about regular dairy cattle right now. So, sheep right there, they have the pallet mover, which is awesome. Productivity will go up 10% if you feed them some water. I don't have a water tanker, bud. I guess I could buy one, but, you know. Let's go fly a kite. I have to keep a little bit of money in reserve so I don't go negative every day. Although really with the 25 cows now, we should start making some money. Making some cash. Cash money. Or something. Hopefully it won't quite be as bad going forward. But playing on medium or normal is obviously going to make it harder. So. Oops, wrong button, guys. Just windrow start. Okay, right there. I'm really good at jumping out of my vehicle when I try to turn cruise on. Pretty much a professional. Straw grass foraging is what we're doing right now. Okay. Guess so. Kind of hard to pick this up when the grass is already regrown. It's kind of annoying. That's okay. Turbo speed to the end of the field. Schluter actually pulls this Bergman forage wagon really well. It only holds 38,000 liters, but it's still a good size. I'm all about it. So, it works. I'd obviously love to have the 100,000 liter one because a lot less trips to storage and whatever. But that one's expensive and I don't have the money for it. And this tractor definitely wouldn't pull it. At least not pull it well. So should have bought that. What's that swather mower called? It's like the Don of the grass cutting or something. If he was doing Mountain Lake all the time, that thing would have been amazing. Probably a whole lot cheaper than the rig I have. I forget what those are called. We have them. I guess they'd still be on the BlackRock mods I have. That would have been the way to cut grass. Yep, just thought of it. Darn the luck. Oh well. It was that old, more out front, real old looking thing. Real old looking thing. But it did a good job. It was fairly cheap. It would, cut grass. It'd be faster. It'd be a little bit more narrow, but it would definitely work. So yeah. Okay. We're gonna run this load over to the bunkers, which are to the left. To the left. To the left. Okay, let's go. We'll come back and pick up that little bit in the next pass, and then we will probably get out of here before too much longer. Forschrick? Is that what it was called? I don't remember what it was called. We just call it the little Don of the Combine World or something. Zach, what's up, buddy? Playing on Hobbs Farm tonight. Really need to come through and rake this whole monstrosity of the field up. It's gonna have to work. Raking won't be hard. The picking up will be the killer. I wonder if I can drive by and dump it from the back. Here. I really need to get down in there, but whatever. No trigger, huh? That's fun. Can I hang over the end? And then there we go. Sweet. Okay, we good to dump it from here. What kind of cat food does Vladimir eat? He eats Pro-Plan. Dry food is for the the hairball formula. Yeah. So keep him from coughing up too much crap. So how was my Thursday? It was fine. It was, besides a lot of conference calls I had was stuck on. So 2 loads gets me 25%. So by my math that Steffi taught me, I need 8 loads total. So yeah. And we don't have to fill the bunker up either, Just need to get it to a point where it can blanket, which probably can do it now at 22%, but that's really not that much mixed rations. So, definitely get one more load in there, maybe another one, I don't know. Spent over 3 hours today on conference calls at work, so that was fun. Conference calls are the worst. They really are. They're awful. Not awful, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but they're pretty much just a waste of time. So, I could think of 100 better ways to spend my time than on conference calls. But they don't leave it up to me, do they? Wish they would. That'd be cool. But, Mike, do you want to be on conference calls today? And they'd be like, oh, okay, that's cool. See you later, man. I had 3 different conference calls, and then one of our systems broke. And then ended up being another conference call. Do a lot of those. You want to see like a super funny YouTube video that's not Puma Plow, which I know, why would you want to do that? If you search for, I forget what it's called, but it's like conference calls in real life or something. There's this group of people that they do basically make videos making fun of stuff like that. And it's, if you've never been on a lot of conference calls, you're like, this is dumb. But if you've ever been on conference calls, you're like, this is totally exactly what a conference call is. So it's so true to life. You know, you get people talking over each other, people that start talking, they're like, no, you go ahead. And the other guy's like, no, you go ahead. And people that have their phones on mute, you know, it's so funny. I'll try to find a link sometime. Can't get your mods working, Zach? Tree, see you later, buddy. Why do I can't get your mods working, Zach? Actually, I'm going to get out of here, too, in a second. I think what we'll do is we will pick up this, fill this trailer up, or finish the path off, probably. Go put this over in the silage thing. Drive around and pick up a load of straw. Take that to the cows, because they need more straw, because I added more cows. We'll do that, and then whatever's left we'll put in the mixing plant. Because I don't want to haul it all the way over to home to store it. Actually, just drive right up. I want to fill this trailer up, so we'll drive right up the middle here and slowly fill it up, I guess. It won't be the fastest fill in the world, but hopefully I'll get filled up by the time we get to the other field. Just because it's going to take like 8 trailers exactly, I don't want to come in with a partial trailer. Although I'll probably only put like half in this one just to get it fermenting, to get the mixed rations moving, but that's okay. Still want to have a full trailer. Anyway, so we'll get all those straw. We'll get the cows up to a 6-day supply on straw, which should take a decent amount now. That went from 10 to 25. You know, we'll look at a water tank or two, because I mean, I don't have the money to buy a big one, which is fine. I don't have a lot of cows, so if I can get a small one at a decent price, I might as well get it and get the boost in the productivity. So we'll do those 3 things, and then we're gonna get out of here, because I got to, like I said, I got to go to the pet store. Okay, turn his afterburners on here in a second. And these are the small bunkers. There's biogas over there. There's like 4 huge bunkers. There's 3 big bunkers by the house or by the cows. I think there's actually another silage area somewhere. I thought, could be wrong. But yeah, we can make some silage on here if we want to. We'll just drive back and pick up one of these windrowers. I think the in-game water tanker is $6,000. I can afford $6,000. I can't afford much else, but I can afford $6,000. Nice, be a good shed area over there. I have to put a shed up there later. There's not a lot of, for being a big map, there's not a lot of like equipment storage areas. So kind of disappointed by that, actually. Okay, let's put the help back on. We're not playing on Michigan. This is Hobbs Farm. So this should get us up to about, you know, 37-ish, 38%, somewhere in there. And then, yeah, be cool. And then obviously we'll need to compact it, but that can wait. I'm going to get this one to 50%, which will be one more trailer. And go from there. 38%, cool. Okay. So we're going to pick a load of straw up to take back with us. And this straw field is just an absolute mess, too. The windrows are really fat. I like me, right? I'll make the joke. It's fine, guys. The windrows are really big, so this thing only picks up like, damn it. Only picks up like half of the windrow. It's a whole thing. But it picks up quick, so that's good. So, but yeah, I need to run the windrow through. Even if the windrow just straightens out the row and makes it a little bit narrower, it would be worth running the windrow through. Hopefully I can get some people in here next time to help me, and one of them, you know, while we're waiting on the grass cutter to get ahead, we're gonna rake this field up and pick it up and put it all in storage even, which would be fine with me. You know, we're always going to need straw for mixed rations and for just the bedding for the extra 10%. So Clark's not a liar; he's just ready for Saturday. I could make him say we were playing on either Michigan or Hobbs Farms. That'd be kind of funny, right? Jonah, see you later, dude. Thanks for hanging with us tonight. What version, Zach? This is version 5. Brand new. Just came out, I don't know, last week or 2 weeks ago or something. So, can send you a link to the Dropbox later, although apparently I messed something up because it's missing a mod or something, Tree was saying. So, I have to mess around with that later. Figure out what I missed, because apparently I missed something. So, oh, I think no, that wouldn't have made sense. I don't know. Cool. They didn't take much straw at all. Awesome. They took less than 8,000 liters. That's really good. So we'll get a good chunk in the mixing station. We'll look at the percentage on that here too. But the mixing station holds a lot from what I remember. Holds a lot. Straw is the far one. Wish I had an easy way to pick the straw up and make silage out of it, because man, we could make some silage with the field here. Yeah, make people guess, that's what I'm saying. So we'll let him empty out. You can't even get it to load text? Huh. Okay, let's take a look here. Yeah, so this holds a lot. 30,000 is 15%. Maybe it's 200,000 of each raw good, I think it is. 200,000 each raw good, and I think it holds either 500,000 or 1,000,000 liters of the finished crop. So it's a lot. Anyway, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna buy the in-game water tanker real quick. That's under miscellaneous, I think. Yep. Oh, it's 7,000. You lied to me, Zach. It'll be worth the 10% in bonus. So now we need this tractor. Could have it delivered, but going the wrong way too. Best part is there's water fill points like right there. See you, Sean. Okay, not a big deal. This tractor rolls. It goes 38 miles an hour. It'll have no problem getting up this. Well, it's kind of struggling a little bit with the hill. Field 2 is corn too. Awesome. We won't have to buy a planter forever. That's great. I think field 1 might be corn as well. We're going to be chaffing the world one of these days up here. Oh, I said I got to go at 8. Well, I can finish this up real quick. It's no big deal. I just want to get the water tanker. They're open until 9, and they're just a couple miles away. 3 to 4 hours. So I can go a couple minutes extra. Just need to find the road down. I haven't quite mastered this map yet. It's not there. There, okay. So let's go downhill. It should be sitting. It's over there. Okay. So it seems like a couple things. The first couple things you buy, they spawn in the building here, inside the yard, basically, and everything else is out back, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, go ahead and get the buy YouTubes going in chat, guys. I'm gonna be out of here in a couple minutes, so go ahead and do that. That's a good idea. Let's go. I don't think it'll take too much water to get these guys going. And obviously it doesn't show right away in the productivity on the screen there when it won't jump right away. But this is Hobbs Farm, yes sir, Ethan. But this is quite an incline, so even this tractor, big old tractor with this, light water tank because it's empty, is still a whole thing. Come on, let's go. So like I said, there's a water fill point. There's maybe even 2 of them. I know there's at least 1 right there. But, what is this field? I don't know what that is. Barley or something? Weird. That's right. Mike's ranching of Hobbs Farms. Exactly. Okay. So there's that. I almost ran into the water point earlier. Texas actually had a worse incline to it, Sean, because it was... I think it was more sunk into the ground even. Where's that thing at? So I know it is. I'm not where I thought I was. Okay. Fields are huge? Yup, they are. They really are. Water fill point's back here by the sheep. Oh, it's right there. Okay, let's get me some water here. Oh, too bad water. Man, I need to go find a free source of water. Whew. Oh my goodness, this water's killing me. Let's see. Any free sources of water? Maybe down there by, I don't think that's water down there. That sucks. So, I'm broke now. You don't realize, the little things like that. A tank of water costs a couple $1,000s. Usually it's like, oh, no big deal. But when you're broke, you're like, oh, that's a big deal. Okay, get it in there. You're only getting 6,000 liters because I don't have any more money and I don't want to go negative already this early in the morning. So, yeah. So check out a couple of stats here real quick when the water gets emptied. Okay, cool. So 25 cows, that productivity will jump, which would be good. They've already made me some liquid manure and some solid manure, which I don't know what I'm going to do with any of that. They've got 30,000 liters of grass. They've got 6,000 liters of water, 15,000 liters of straw. And already it's only 9 o'clock in the morning or something. They've made 1,300 liters of milk, so that'd be good. Hopefully we can keep adding day by day, make more money off the cows, and go from there. Fatman just modded maps take water for the cows. Westbridge and them don't. So there you go. That's Mike's. Let's get over something better looking. Or not. That's Mike's Cow Emporium or something. So thanks to everybody who watched and hung out with me and all that good stuff. Until next time, I'm Mike from PumaPlow.com. See ya.